Today we'll be unboxing the Harry Potter miniature game. Hey everyone, it's Andrew here from Canhammer, and today I have a different kind of unboxing. This one is the starter set, I guess base set for the Harry Potter miniature game. So full disclosure, this was sent to us here at Canhammer as a review copy, so that's what I'm going to do here. This is for, I guess you can't really read that. Light's kind of killing it. This is for the second edition of the game, so I assume it has updated rules and whatnot. I actually have never played the Harry Potter game. I'm aware of it. It's just something I never really checked out myself. But I have heard good things about the first edition, so I guess we'll just crack into the second edition box. Still in the saran wrap, so I guess I'll have to find a way to open that up without scratching up the box. So we'll get the cellophane off. So it comes in this super, oh geez, it's opening already. Comes in this super nice tin box, which holds the whole game. Now the Harry Potter miniature game, it's sort of like a hybrid, I guess, board game slash miniature game. I guess you can compare it to something like Super Dungeon Explorer is the one I play, but there's other games where it's like your miniatures are all have their own stats and stuff, and they move around the board a certain way. But it also has like board game components as well, so you do have like a play area that you use and tokens and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of like a hybrid game, I would assume. So this is based on the Harry Potter series. I do know they make stuff for that other movie series they do in the same universe. Fantastic Beasts, that series. So if you want both eras, you can go with that. And I believe they all work together too, so you can mix and match both, I guess, movie licenses or whatever. So inside the box we got a package of stuff. Looks like the board and tokens and things, and the rulebook obviously, and then under here, yeah, the miniatures. So we'll save that for later. We'll put that aside and open up this thing. So let's, oh man, sweet knife, can't even open plastic. So we got this nice little rulebook. Sort of like a digest sized. Looks like pretty cool printing. Nice pictures, full color and everything. So we'll crack into that, I guess maybe later on in a separate clip. And what do we got here? So it looks like all the tokens and things. Again, I'm not really sure exactly what all this stuff does, because I haven't actually played the game before, but it looks like double-sided tokens on like really nice, like thick cardstock. This one already came out, so you know they're punched really well. I have received board games before where like the cutting on these token sheets is pretty horrendous, and like you start ripping your tokens when you take them out. But this looks actually like it's pretty good. Nice solid gaming pieces. So these look like, I don't know, spiders? Will it focus? Yes, so we got like little spider dudes. Not too familiar with Harry Potter, but I do know that this is something called a Patronus. So I guess that'll have an effect in game. Look, it's punched so well, they're just coming right out, so that's actually pretty awesome. This looks like, I don't know, game board or something? I don't know, whatever. So all this stuff, not really sure what it all does. but we will find out for the videos. Then we got the game board itself. Oh, the cool. So it folds out. It is double-sided, so it looks like we got, I guess, like the ruins of Hogwarts. Lay that out flat. And then some sort of forest scene. Actually, I think it says on the box where these are at. Maybe not. Maybe I read that somewhere else. Yeah. Anyways, do have to say, really nice game board though. Obviously you can't tell from a video, but it has like this sort of, feels almost like a rubber finish. I'm sure it isn't. It's just like whatever material they use, but really nice finish. Yeah, and that's probably for this. So like, you know, usually you have like a shiny like game board or whatever, and your pieces might move around if you jostle the table, but no, this like sticks nice. It's a pretty nice game board actually. I dig it. And I guess you got 3 of these. So it looks like more of the Hogwarts scene and then more of the forest. Really nice colors on that too. I guess the gray is a little bit more bland, but you know, it's ruins. But you know, they got some color here, so like the green damage and whatnot. But yeah, the forest looks really nice. Especially, it's almost like fall colors on the ground and stuff. So yeah, those look really nice together. And yeah, I really like the whatever they made this out of. It feels nice on the fingers. So that's pretty cool. I'll move those aside. All the tokens. I guess like how these game board pieces work. Maybe it's like intervening terrain and you just sort of place it on the board. And it'll do like different effects maybe. I'll get into that when we go over the rules. So let's move all this stuff aside because it's all just tokens and board game pieces. And let's get into the actual rest of the tin. So there's this nice piece of foam separating the rest of the things you'll need. So it comes with dice, always good for a miniatures or a board game. A couple stacks of cards. What do these say? I don't know, it's some sort of funky language. And these look like gain 2 automatic successes when using a potion. So these are probably like effect cards in the game. And then what we got here? Sorry, another pack of cards. Winter at Hogsmeade. Oh, this is like magic. Okay, cool. Again, not sure right now during the unboxing, but I will go over the rules after this. Okay, these are closed in pretty good, so I might have trouble getting into it. Yeah, let's get the knife going. Try not to wreck the cards. There we go. Just a little rip. So these are like standard playing card size, so if you want to, I guess, get sleeves for these to keep them safe. Oh, cool, so we got like the character cards as well. I guess these have like effects in the game. Probably like what the players use on their characters. But these are built like really nice. You know, typical playing card, no warping or anything, so that's cool. Very clear printing, which is nice. Although this is a pretty like high-end box set, I believe, so I would hope it is as good as it is here. But yeah, this looks cool. I assume the smaller cards are just the same. And these are sort of like the same size as, I guess if you play X-Wing, the upgrade cards you can get for that game, but small token cards, I guess. Oh, that's neat. Little potions or something. Yeah, neat. Yeah, again, like really nice quality, very clear printing on them. I've already nicked up the corner. Good job, Andrew. We'll move that one to the bottom. Oh, they have different backs. Okay, I guess you probably have to like separate them out, and they're different things. Oh, what's this one? The Illuminator. Oh, it's like an item. Neat. Alright, so with that, let's get into the miniatures. So this comes with, I think, 7 miniatures. So you get your pack of bases, and these are the typical ones that Night Models makes with the brick printing on them, which are pretty nice if you're into that. Nothing much to say about that. They're bases. And I'm throwing them all over the table. Then we got characters. So this comes with, I guess, like 2 teams. I guess to give you a better idea of what they look like. So you got Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione. And then you got like a pack of Death Eaters. I'm not sure if these are like actual like named people in the movies, or if they're just like generic bad guys. I think they're just generic bad guys. And then you get like a pack of spiders and like a big guy. So let's check those out. This looks like a big Death Eaters, so let's check them out. If I can get them out. So these are multi-part miniatures. These ones go together. This one does, yeah, okay. So you will have to do some assembly if you want to pick this up and play right away. But it looks like, you know, cleaned up pretty nice. I guess back into the light would be better. So they are cleaned up pretty nice. Not too much flash or anything. No real mold lines to speak of. Looks like they socket together really well. So we won't have to do any filling. Really nice detail though on the face, if it'll pick it up. Like that's one of those crazy Death Eater masks that they wear in the movie, and it's got all like the scroll work and stuff, so that'll be really fun to paint. Here's another guy. Does he fit together easy? Yeah, he's pretty good too. Let's get him back on camera. So this is another one. He's more of like an action pose. Bit of like mold release on his head, but that'll come right off. Again, like no real mold lines to speak of. I guess there's one there, but it looks like it's been cleaned up. So that's cool. Right out of the factory, that's nice, right? Because you can just, you know, you can spend like maybe an hour putting all these together right away, and then you can play right out of the box, which is cool. Then, let's see, what else do we got here? This looks like arms and legs for Hermione. So let's crack that guy open, or her open. Yeah, so this one's Hermione's body. Where are you? Right here. It's very sort of more of an action pose. I guess the leg is on here somewhere. So yeah, you have her leg, her wand, and some sort of book, and then her face. Does it look like her from the movie? I guess. Can I get better lighting on this? Let's see what I can do here. Yeah, there we go. So that's not too bad. Then moving on, we got, looks like those spider dudes. Get them out on the table. Out on the table. There we go. Looks like these just slide into bases, or they might be their own bases actually. So packs of spiders, and then a slightly bigger one. And like for a size comparison, I guess, to a child size model. It's about that big, so it looks pretty good there. Moving on from that, who we got here? This looks like the boys. Trying to do this and look at the camera at the same time, so that's why everything's being put down off frame. Yeah, these are just capes. I don't know who they go for. Probably Ron and Harry Potter, though. Again, pieces that will have to go together. So, let's find that. I think this one's Harry Potter. So, get them out. We got Ron and Harry's head. Looks like some arms with the wands. Come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, with a bit of flash, so that will take a bit of cleaning up, but like I can brush that off with my hands. Finally, we got more arms and legs for the boys, and I guess I should move these up. There we go. So all the pieces, so there will be some putting together, like I said, for this kit. But once you have it together, right, you can just store it all in the tray you get with it, and basically have this as like a self-contained game if you want to play that way. Although I do know there's a ton of like other stuff they make for Harry Potter, like other main characters and stuff. So here's a couple more of the Death Eater guys, and it looks like these guys, well, at least this one, he's a single pose piece, so you can just plug him right into the base and he's good to go right away. He's got like some cool detailing on his cape too, so if you want to paint up, you know, those in different colors as well, like that's not, like that's molded in, that's not just weird shapes in the resin that these are cast in. So that's actually kind of cool, little details like that. This guy, nice cape. You do have to attach his arm, but very nice pose, very like sinister looking face as well. Full focus, there we go. Very cool little detail work on the mask. I actually kind of dig that. So let's zoom back out. So that's basically everything you get in the box. A bunch of baggies full of miniature bits. I guess all the cards you'll need to play. And of course the rulebook. Yeah, so there's an idea of some of the models, other models they make as well. So with that, let's crack into the rulebook, and we'll be right back. Alright, one side note, I do want to show you something cool about this set that just having this this nice box to have everything in affords you is you can treat it like a board game. So I've went ahead and punched out all the tokens and all the game pieces. So you got the rulebook that'll fit in here. These smaller game board sections will all fit. And then the boards themselves, so all three fit in here. And then finally, underneath, you know, the tray works perfectly as something to divide all your tokens and game pieces. So when you do play the game, you can always just have this set to one side and all your tokens are organized and sort of separated. These more smaller miniatures, set aside your dice, your cards, everything's right there, good to go. So this is like a nice component that comes with the box, even though it is the box, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out a way to get the miniatures fit, especially once they're going to be all built and stuff. So you would have to have like a separate sort of storage for that, I suppose. Maybe they'd be able to fit in here with their bases up, but even then, like the lip of the base is above where this is. So just because of the medium these models are made in, which is like the sort of the semi-hard resin, like, well, not semi-hard, this is rigid as fuck, but they are susceptible, especially like the more small fiddly bits, to possibly snapping. So you will have to be a little bit delicate with them, especially like on these wands. Like you don't want to put too much pressure or anything on them because they will probably snap. That's just typical with like most miniatures though. Like the smaller the piece, the more susceptible it is to breaking, so you do have to be a little bit gentle. You can't just go ham fist on these guys. But yeah, getting away from my point is, like, this box is nice because it keeps all your tokens and things you need separated, and then when you're done playing, you put your miniatures away in sort of like a proper miniature case, but then everything you need to play the game fits right in this tin here. So if you are going somewhere, you know, you throw this in your backpack or whatever, and then have like a small small transport case for your miniatures, and boom, everything you need is in a small, tight, compact package. So with that, let's check out the rule books. Alright, so finally for this video, let's crack into the rulebook. I will be doing probably a few bat reps of this game after the fact, once I get everything painted up and done. But let's just go over the rulebook right quick. So this is the, I guess, second edition of the rules. Again, I haven't played the first edition, so I'm not really sure what is different. That's good. Yeah, there we go. But this is, I guess, the most current up-to-date rules. So what we get, you know, table of contents. Again, everything's nicely printed out for the game. This just shows you everything that's in the box, so you make sure you have everything you need. Then it shows you how to assemble the miniatures that are included, which is nice, a little handy, because a lot of these, like arms, especially for the Death Eaters, kind of look the same just because of the way their clothes are. So it's nice to actually have like a reference to see how to assemble your miniatures, but not too many components, as you can see. So pretty easy to probably just crack this box open, glue them right quick, and then you can start playing right away if you don't want to paint them. I, of course, will be painting them because I do a YouTube channel and it looks way nicer. So yeah, not too much to say about that. Obviously some cool art. I guess it's an art. This is just a picture of their Dumbledore miniature. So there are a ton of other miniatures for this game you can get, but we're just going to focus on the box set. Then it explains how you play the game, what the miniatures are, some of your game basics. So, sorry, how you set up your board. So in this picture, I think you can see, during the unboxing, I kind of said that, oh, it's like one scenery or another, but it looks like you can mix and match, so you can have different layouts for your board, which is kind of cool. And from what I've read, it doesn't matter what configuration you really have the board in, which is interesting. Perhaps I'm wrong, but we'll deal with that once we get to the Let's Plays. So yeah, then there's a game overview of like the different stages. So start phase, you set up. Magic phase is when you do your spells and replenish your character's spell power and stuff. Then you activate, or you do your like initiative and whatever, but it gets into the basics, so everything you need. Jeez, these lights are killing us. Let's zoom out a bit and just try to get away from the light. Alright, there we go. So it shows you like basically how models move, what would be considered like adjacent spaces, and there are larger models, not in this box, but like this is a picture of a Death Eater, or not Death Eater, those ghost things that suck out your happiness. Anyways, they're on larger base, so they actually take up 4 squares on the board as opposed to just a single square like the rest of the model. Explains how dice rolls work. Here's where those larger tile pieces come in, so they are sort of like terrain or scenery that blocks line of sight and you have to move around. So that is a way to break up the board and make it more, I guess, tactically interesting. This game is, how it works is each, I guess, team, so you and your opponent pick whatever, I guess, team you want to play, and there's challenges that you have to resolve during the game, and you complete quests, and your opponent's doing the same thing, and your models and your opponent's models can interact with each other, try to stop each other, cast spells to like fuck them up, or I guess like knock them out and things. Then explains how the character card works. So that breaks down like how much money it works when you make your group. You know, their name, sort of what spells they have, and like how difficult it is to do. What, like, their affiliation, so that there are like, I guess, factions in the game. So this one, she's for the Hogwarts team, of course. The other faction, of course, is the Death Eaters, and that's represented on the backs of the cards. So here's all the different factions you can get in the game. Some models will work for both. I assume. I guess that'd be like, who's that potions guy? Severus Snape. He'd be one of the models that would be able to play on both teams, I assume. Then it tells you sort of all the different things they're like capable of doing, whatever traits they might have. Then explains the different phases, which we won't really get into in this video because this is just an unboxing. Basically everything you need to play the game, what all the different spells and how you cast them, what they do. Then the challenges, so these would be like your mission types and things like that. Stuff you're trying to do while you're playing the game. How all these markers come into effect. Any of these, so when I was looking at the cards, I was like, oh, these are like potions and things. Those are actually like artifacts and potions you can use and buy for your model, and or you might be able to find during the game, and that's sort of like how you, I guess, like change the way your characters play a bit, because they'll have these like inherent items that they can use. Then there's like special rules, and then the game modes. So there's different like ways you can play the game. You can do campaigns if you want, where like models I guess your teams will grow as you play. Then there's just duel mode, which is basically just playing one-off games. There's cooperative scenarios, so you can play together with your friends against like I suppose like an NPC monster. So I guess in this picture, there's that one scene in the movies where that like troll's in the castle. So you can play with your friends against like the troll. There's ways to do that. And then finally there's the different scenarios. So it's not just like each game's the same. There's a list of like different scenarios you can play, and those affect, I guess, the goals of how you're trying to play your mission, as well as like the board setups. So like I said, you know, you can set up the board different ways, and then like this just shows you how you deploy your teams, and the different, I guess, objectives that you're going for in the game changes depending on, you know, what's going on and what mission you're playing. I do believe they also make other board tiles you can buy, so you're not just set with the Hogwarts, or I guess it's the Forbidden Forest one. Might have to double check that one. But yeah, this looks really cool. I can't wait to try it out. Keep tuned to the channel, because we will be doing some, I guess, gameplay videos of the Harry Potter miniature game, go through some of the scenarios. We'll just stick to the base game for now, just so to give you guys an idea of what that'll be like if you choose to pick up this box, which seems like it's a good value for what you get. You know, ton of nice game components, everything you need to play the game, 2 teams right off the bat. So yeah, pretty actually interested to crack into this one. With that, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in Harry Potter or other games that we play on the channel, such as 40K, Batman, Age of Sigmar, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all of which will be linked in the description below. We're always posting stuff almost daily on YouTube, and then on our social media accounts basically multiple times a day. So if you want to see what we're painting or working on, check us out there. And with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.